Am I already live? Am people just watching me like wander around while I'm just like live here? I think I am, and I didn't realize I started it. Hi! That'll be interesting for the replay. Hello. Hello, Devere. Didn't you say you were gonna not be here because it was too late? I think I remember. Hello, everyone. After my awkward shuffling. I started slightly early because I didn't know I was live. I was just like seeing if it would connect properly. I swear I've done this before. Yeah, Devere, I was like, I'm pretty sure you were one of the people that was like, it's too late. Why are you awake at 2 a.m.? I mean, I guess thanks for spending time with me and celebrating and stuff, but like also, why are you awake? Waiting for, I mean, apparently I have an excellent connection. This bodes well for me. Also, hi, APV. PV? PIV? I probably won't pronounce that right. I apologize. Menahem, hello. Welcome. It's honestly crazy that it's already been a year, even though, like, obviously, at this time last year, nobody was watching my videos, but because I hadn't made one yet. But it has been a year since I decided to make the channel, so we're gonna celebrate anyway. Homework. I don't do that anymore, so I guess it is like end of term though, isn't it? Everybody's doing like exams and finals and stuff. Good luck to anyone who has to do that. That's probably the most stressful time of being a student. I always hated exams. I hate doing tests in general. I don't see the point, but perhaps that is just me. Uh, how is the weather? It's been a little bit up and down. We had like kind of the tail end of a storm and stuff like that where I am, but mostly it's been like oddly warm. We've had a lot of rain, which is not really what happens. Usually there's like snow at this point. We've had like a little bit of it, but not anything crazy. Hello, Dagoth. Welcome. How's everybody? I know that this can be, I mean, we were just talking about like exams and finals and stuff, which is crazy, but like end of year, holidays. I know where I am in the northern hemisphere. It's like winter, so it's like dark and stuff. How are you? How is anti-society? Because I know that it's not always easy this time of year, so just want to check in. Menahem, it's raining where you are too. Yeah, it's been raining here a lot. And it's just like super warm. Like we haven't had a lot of days that are like under freezing. So it's I don't know, it's like been weird to experience that. Usually it's colder. I used to live farther north too, so like I feel like I'm also used to it just being colder because I lived somewhere where it got colder, but oh, stressed. Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you guys. The last few weeks of my life have been a lot, and it's it's not getting quieter. And I'm just like, I would love to just have like a relaxing end of the year. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe I'll figure something out. But Minahem, you're in Southern California. think I've been to Southern California. I bet it would be raining there. I am way up in Canada, so it's quite a bit colder here, and it's usually snowing. It's usually not rain, so it's been weird. Also, why this stream is a bit later than I usually do them is because I've been busy. So this is like I've only had time to myself for like the last couple of hours. So it's been it's just a lot going on. But, had to pop in, had to be celebrating 1 year on YouTube. It's very exciting. I feel like I've passed some kind of test, like the trial of getting through the first year is behind me. And, I've survived, I've succeeded at getting this far. Ah, Devere, you're in Israel. Yeah, Israel does seem to have a mind of its own. I haven't been there. My brother has been, I think, in Israel. He was in Jordan for a while. Um, but I think he like visited in Jordan briefly. Can't decide if it's warm or cold. Yeah. I mean, it probably gets cold at night, right? I mean, it gets cold at night here too, but like I live near a bunch of water because Canada, so it doesn't get like super cold. Like there's like a huge difference in temperature because the water kind of regulates the temperature. We've been talking about weather for a long time. I was just like chatting to wait for people to show up, and now I'm just like talking about weather. I feel like an old lady. Thank you, Crunchy Sopa. Yes, 1 year. 1 year of being on YouTube. And it's your pop's birthday today. Happy birthday to Crunchy Sopa's pops. December. I mean, what's I'm like trying to think. I don't know a lot of people who are born in December. I know I have so many people who have birthdays in October. It's crazy to keep up with it. Minahem, will I watch some of the Bleach fillers like the Zanpakuto Rebellion and the Bound arc and stuff like that? Yes. So, I'm gonna be getting into the fillers once I finish the main story. So I have a few episodes left of the Arrancar arc, and then I have like there's one more arc in the main story of Bleach, and then we're gonna go and watch through all of the filler stuff because there's no way that I can go on with my life knowing that there are episodes of Bleach that I just haven't seen. I can't do it, It's at full-on obsessive otaku mode. I have to watch all of it. So I will definitely get to those, especially the Zanpakuto arc, because I'm really interested in getting some more background on those particular characters and stuff like that. And I've heard it's a favorite of a lot of people, so we'll definitely want to watch that one. I don't know how quickly I'm going to get through that because once the new year hits, I'm hoping to focus on other shows and series that people have asked me about, as we've kind of focused on Bleach for a while, which is great. I love Bleach, but I'm not like in a rush to finish the fillers the way that I was with like the main story. So I don't know when I'll get to all of that. I know the Zanpakuto arc is a bit farther on in the series, so patience with that one, but we will get to it eventually. Goth, you're in Brazil, so it's summer. Yes, Southern Hemisphere. I had a professor who was from Brazil. He was quite something. I loved having conversations with him, and he would like talk about Brazil and stuff. I would love to go to Brazil. It seems like a nice place. I don't travel. I like haven't done a lot of traveling, and then as soon as I got to like, post university graduate where you could like go around and travel and stuff, the world just like shut down and went crazy. So yes, I did post Bleach reaction today, a little surprise for you guys, doing some extra stuff. I want to try and catch up a little bit. My plan was to finish watching the Bleach like main stories before the end of the year. I don't know how close I'm gonna get to that because I still have like another arc after the Arrancar arc, but I'm gonna do my best to get as many Bleach reactions out to you guys, which sort of brings me to one of my first announcements, because this live stream is a little bit about announcements and stuff that's going on, is that I'm not gonna be, well, I'm gonna be taking the last week of December off from uploading. So you guys know that now. I'll like post about it on like the community tab and on Discord and stuff, so that people who don't come to the live stream or don't like watch however long this live stream ends up being, I'm going to be taking from December 25th to the end of December, and then January 1st I will be uploading regularly again because I want to take some time off at the end of the year, spend time with family and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get some Bleach, videos out, extra videos out for you guys before then, so that you can, have lots of stuff to watch and we can kind of catch up on the main story before we go into the new year. I don't know if I'll accomplish it because I've had some stuff come up in my personal life that's like made it difficult for me to like have time for everything. So it might be that, come the new year, we're still finishing up some of the Bleach stuff. So I apologize that you might have to wait like a week in between stuff, but we will come back to finish up Bleach definitely and do all the other filler stuff. Yes, I've heard the Zanpakuto Rebellion is probably the arc that I've heard the most about. A lot of people seem to really like that one, and I remember I talked about like wanting to know more about the Zanpakuto spirits and stuff like that, and people mentioning that like that would be where I could kind of explore those characters a lot more. We got some stuff with Zangetsu in the episodes that I posted today, so I'm already kind of on the high of like learning new stuff about Zanpakuto. I'm excited for the filler arcs. I feel like some of it's gonna be fun, like because we have like some filler episodes, and it's just gonna be like, like Kon and like Dan, Kananji, just like crazy hijinks, and I think it'll be a lot of fun to just like watch some of them. I know there's like the beach episode that people want me to watch too, so there's gonna be like some fun stuff, and there's gonna be like probably some more like character intense kind of driven stories too, so it'll be fun to like go through the filler stuff. And I feel like there won't be like any rush to it either, because I'm just like watching filler, enjoying Bleach and characters and world building and stuff like that. So that'll be fun too. Take a drink first. So Devere, what about the Bleach manga? That brings me to my second exciting announcement, because it involves reading the manga. So one thing that is going to be happening in the new year, which is also part of the reason why I'm not going to be uploading for a little while, is that I have decided, I don't know why I'm nervous about this. I have decided to start a Patreon for you guys. So I'm going to be posting other stuff over there for you. One of them being the Bleach manga, which I'm going to be posting for free. So you guys won't have to pay for anything to watch those, but I've actually already started reading the Bleach manga and like have recorded videos and stuff. So you guys will be able to just go over for free and watch those, because I can't post them on YouTube. I might be able to like trick the system to make me be able to watch them here or post the videos here, but I mean, it terrifies me, the thought that I would get like copyright strikes and have my channel taken away from me and stuff. So I decided to start a Patreon so I could do that for you guys, because I knew that people wanted me to check out the manga. So that is where that'll be happening. I'll make sure to post about it, like links and stuff, like on the community tab and like over on Discord and stuff like that. So you guys will know when they're posted and can go and watch them whenever you want. So that is something, ooh, that's something that's happening too. I'm going to be doing other stuff on Patreon too, because obviously there are like paid tiers on that as well. So I have, I've kind of separated it where I've had like anime. So if you're like interested in anime stuff, it's going to be like early access to the anime reactions. It's also going to be like, I'm thinking I'll put like OST reactions over there too, because YouTube is crazy strict when it comes to music copyrights, and I just don't want to deal with it. I'm gonna be honest, like a lot of reactors, what like makes their videos get taken down, at least for anime, is the music. So I'll probably put those over there. If I do any of the Bleach OST, I'll make sure that I post those for free for you guys, because I don't want to put any kind of weird paywall between Bleach stuff. And then I was also thinking of doing live reactions for anime as well for that one, because I know some people liked that when I was doing it here and some people not so much. So I thought that, you know, while I'm just recording stuff, I would just go live and then you guys can be part of that and discuss and ask questions and stuff like that. And then I have another tier that's just like manga and comics. So that's going to be that stuff. Like obviously I can't post manga over here because it's copyrighted, and surprise for anyone who wants to join that tier, I have been reading Solo Leveling, which I know that I can't really put over here because I know Blur's had issues with it. So I've started reading Solo Leveling. I'm already super stressed about Jinwoo. I don't want to talk about it. Like I'm already like a hovering mother about him. So you guys will be able to watch those videos, and I'm thinking I'll probably do like maybe a live stream like discussion or something about those, because I do want to be able to like share my thoughts just like for free with you guys and be able to share in that if it's like your favorite series, so that you can, you know, share your ideas and your thoughts and stuff like that. Because I can't post any of the panels on YouTube without like copyright coming for me. So hopefully, and then other manga and stuff like that. I don't know what else I'll get into yet. I'm kind of gonna leave that open to, you know, patrons and stuff like that. And then there's the third tier is just like all of the above. So if you want all of the manga and all of the anime and probably like some extra videos, maybe just like live streams where we're just like hanging out or whatever. I don't really know. It's kind of new. It feels a little bit weird to do it. I'm mostly doing it because I want to be able to like share stuff that I just can't put here on YouTube. So that is happening come January 1st. So I'll be sure to share like link to that and stuff with you guys when that happens. So yes, very exciting. So that will be where the Bleach manga will live, and I will be sure to make sure that I post on the community tab and stuff like that, so that you guys can just go watch it for free, because it's Bleach and it just feels wrong to like keep Bleach related stuff from Anti-Society, because it's such a foundation for this channel. So those will be available for free forever and you can just go watch them. So we're gonna be able to do lots of fun stuff over there, but I'll find some way to kind of, you know, do stuff on YouTube too, so that like, you know, like discussions and stuff with the stuff that's just on Patreon, because I know not everybody can like pay for stuff. Like I totally understand that as someone who like used to be a poor student and could not do that. So I'm hoping that we can do kind of like discussions or whatever. I'm kind of excited to like be able to go into like manga and manguas and stuff like that that I know I can't do over here. Like I can kind of only do webtoon here, so it's you know, it's gonna be fun to kind of go into that stuff. Oh, and we're gonna be reading more Tower of God here on the channel. So come the new year, I'm gonna be posting 2 Tower of God videos a week for all the people who are huge Tower of God fans and they want me to read more of it. You're gonna get more videos, so be excited for that. I have to get back into Vinland Saga. I feel so bad that I've like abandoned it, but I like honestly do not have time. And I know that it's like really emotional and like it's a really intense show, and I just want to be able to sit down and like really give it my attention. So at the moment I'm like, let's just focus on like Bleach and Tower of God, and then we'll get to Vinland Saga when I can kind of give it the attention and the care that it deserves. um Heard that Thousand Year Blood War preview on December 18th. Really, Devere? I did not know that. I haven't looked into any of the Bleach stuff. I know that they were at like a convention and they had like previews or teasers and stuff like that. I didn't get into any of it because I don't want to get spoiled. I'm like so close to the end of like the main story, and I'm like I don't want anything ruined before I get there. So I'm sure that we'll check out some of that stuff maybe like in the new year, because like hopefully I'll be done the main story, and then we can just like go through all the fun like promotional stuff for the new episodes that are getting adapted. I'm so excited. Like I'm not even done like the whole story for Bleach, and I'm already like so excited. Like I need these new episodes, and I don't even know where the show's like ending off. I can't even imagine like having to wait like most of you guys have had to do. Yeah, I've heard Country Sopa that the okay, I've already read some of the manga, so I know it's gorier, and I'm like trying to like mentally prepare myself. Am I reading physical version of the manga or online? I'm reading it online because then I can like capture my screen and share the panels that I'm reading in the video. It's just easier that way. Will I someday buy physical copies of the manga just because I'm obsessive and love having books? Maybe. Also, people wanted me to, I did a poll on the community tab about whether people wanted me to read it in black and white or color, and people said color. So as far as I know, that's like the standard publishing of the physical copies of the manga is just in black and white, like it usually is, because it's cheaper as opposed to the colored panels. So I don't know if I could buy a physical copy in color. I'm sure you guys would know that better than me because I avoid looking stuff up that's Bleach because I don't want spoilers. Aw, thank you, Crunchy Soba. Looking forward to extra stuff on Patreon. I mean, I feel weird about it because I want to just like share stuff for free. And I know that like I could, obviously, like that's like a function of Patreon, but then at the same time, like I'm saying, I'm like busy and I can't like do all the stuff that I want to do, and it's because like I have a job and a personal life and stuff, and I would love to just be able to like sit and not have to worry about like having to work on like my actual job and then like rushing to like finish stuff for the channel and stuff like that. So like I know that if I was making some money at this, then that would like shift things. Plus I have an editor and she's great and she deserves to be paid more. Like, and I know that in my soul, and I would love to be able to pay her more because she's amazing. So, and she's taking over like all of the editing for YouTube soon. Um, which is also part of the reason why I'm taking like a break from uploading, is because I want to like record a bunch of stuff for her in advance so that she has lots of time to like edit and put in all of those like funny edits that she has because she's amazing. So it's a whole thing. It feels very like, I don't know, weird, and like I feel almost like a little bit spacey about it because it feels like this, like, a year ago today, I was just like, I don't know, I think I want a YouTube channel, and I didn't know what it was going to be about or what I was going to post or like what I was even doing. And then now I'm like, this is like a thing that I've put a bunch of time and energy into, and I love doing so much, and it just brings me so much happiness. And I'm like talking about like doing a bunch of other cool things for it, and it's just like surreal. So it's just, my brain is like foggy about thinking about it because it just seems like, especially since I've been planning it for a little while now to like get things ready and set up and like, have time in my life to work on stuff that's gonna be like over on Patreon. And now I'm just like, it's real because I've announced it and you guys know about it, and I'm like, ugh. Yeah, the colored panels are actually beautiful. I feel like I haven't gotten into like the full extent of it yet because I'm like starting at the beginning and I know that the art style changes a lot. I feel like it's kind of like Tower of God, where people are like, "Oh, the art gets way better later on." And it's gotten like better where I'm now. I'm like still in season 1 than it was like when I started it. So I know that it's going to get better and more epic. And I haven't gotten into like the really cool fights that I know I want to see because I've seen like little snippets of it. I'm also so excited to go through it because like I know what happens later. So I'm like going through it like knowing the influence of like Aizen and like who these other characters are and what they evolve into being and stuff. So it's just like a lot of fun to like the nostalgia of going back through the story and seeing all these characters, but like knowing what happens. So it's actually been a lot of fun. Yes, more Tower of God. Because we're gonna be, I'm not gonna be posting as many Bleach videos because we'll be caught up on the main story. So since people wanted me to do more, like they wanted me to do more chapters, per video, which like isn't fair to my editor to do that because it takes a long time to edit those videos as is. So I thought like instead kind of have extra videos so it's a little bit more manageable to do those and I don't go on like really long tangents while trying to like read like 5 chapters or something. Thank you, Emerald. Yes, 1 year. It's very exciting. We're doing lots of fun stuff on the channel. I've just been talking for so long and I was like, we're gonna do some fun things that you guys have suggested and I've just been sitting here talking and not like going to do the stuff that you guys wanted me to do. You guys want to do some fun stuff that people wanted me to check out? Yeah, Guth, I've had some people share the poems with me, like in the comments and stuff like that. So I have people kind of update me on those, but I feel like even just like being able to like go back and like analyze that and um I really and plus the one thing with like going through the manga is that like I can stop and I can focus on like a specific scene or reaction or like a line that somebody said, which is something didn't I don't do with the anime. So it's fun to just like take a minute and be like, let me talk about how this line like delivers differently because I know more about the world and the characters and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to go back through it. Yes, shout out to my editor. They're amazing. They're not going to be here. Sometimes they're in the live stream. Maybe they'll see it later. But uh, shout out to them. She's amazing. Every once in a while, you guys will like comment something about the editing, like something you like about it. And I always like screenshot it and I send it to her because I want her to know how much you guys like it. So if you guys want to say really nice things about the editing, go ahead and I will save them and I will send them to her later. Yes, Devere and Emerald both talking about Burn the Witch. We will definitely get to Burn the Witch at some point. I have no idea when. Um, but it's on my list of stuff that people want me to check out. I actually think it'll be so much fun. I've heard like a little bit about like kind of the context of it and I'm like I'm excited for anything that's like within the world of Bleach, but I think it'll be so cool to kind of see something that's in the world but has like a very different atmosphere to it. Yes. People weren't expecting Bleach reaction today. I know some people were like, Bleach on a Tuesday, that never happens. And I'm like, I know, I did a fun thing for you guys. You're gonna be getting um a bunch of Bleach reactions hopefully over the next couple of weeks. Um, but some people did send me some stuff that they wanted me to check out for this. Some of it was like reaction stuff, so it was like movie, which I don't have time for, so I've written down the name of the movie and I'll get to it eventually. It's on my list of stuff to check out. Other thing was one was Bleach Abridged, which I didn't know there was an abridged series for Bleach, which is amazing. Like Team 4 Star is like one of my favorite YouTube channels, so I'm so excited for the idea that there's like a Bleach Abridged that I can watch. Um, but I don't think I'll do it on this live because I know that live streams are like notoriously strict about copyright, and I don't want to get into that, but I love the idea of us just like sitting down and like doing a reaction to the abridged series because I think it'll be so much fun. Like I love abridged versions. Like Dragon Ball abridged, one of my favorite things in the universe. Especially or oh like Evangelion abridged, brilliant. Like it's so good. I love a good abridged series of an anime, so I'm so happy that there is a Bleach one, and I will definitely check it out, but probably not tonight. I know that one was like do a quiz to figure out like which Bleach character I am. I think that would be a lot of fun. Um, if anyone knows like a good version of that, let me know. I was just gonna like Google one because I think that that would just be fun to be like, I don't know, let's see if I'm Aizen. Um, AMV random, what is my favorite three fights that aren't Ichigo fights? Hmm. Definitely Renji versus Byakuya. I loved that one. Um I mean, I feel like I want to say Urahara versus Aizen because I've like fresh in my brain, but also like those two fighting styles are so cool in like contrast with each other. Um oh, and oh, I'm trying to Hizagi, what was his Iron card that he's fighting? I can remember Tosen, but he wasn't like fully in the Tosen fight. It was mostly Kumamura. But Hizaki has such a cool fighting style. I love his Zanpakuto. So probably one of his fights. Oh, I'm forgetting all about Visor though. That's such a hard question. You're right, because I'm like, oh, Shinji versus Aizen was cool too. Oh, and Hachi versus gosh, I can't remember his name now. The skeleton guy, the Espada. um, that was a cool one too. People talking about Bleach Abridged. I'm so excited for Bleach Abridged. I think it'll be so much fun. Hellsing Ultimate Abridged. I haven't seen any of Hellsing, so I haven't watched Abridged because I feel like I wouldn't get it. It wouldn't land the right way. Am I into the Fate series or nah? I'm sorry, Crunchy Soba. The Fate series is not for me. It has everything that I should love, like battle royale of like historical warriors. It sounds amazing. And I watched Unlimited Blade Works and I watched Zero, and it just didn't click with me. I liked Zero more though. I think the characterization was better in that one. Does my editor have a nickname we can refer to? No. Um, I haven't given a specific. I don't want to give her name because uh, it's like personal information. So um, feel free to come up with nicknames if you would like, and I can ask her if she wants to take any of them. Uh, what Zanpakuto ability would I like to have? Ooh, I'm not much of a weapons based kind of. That's not really where my interest is. But which one do I like the most? Honestly, I really liked um like I'm like blanking on names and I feel like awful about it. Um what was his name? Ganji's brother, the one that looks like Ichigo but isn't because he has dark hair. Um y'all are probably gonna watch me suffer in like the delay and just be like frustratedly typing out the answer to me. Kyan? Kyan, right? I liked the water with the like Triton. I actually really thought that was cool. Even though I like was very stressed when we learned about that power. Yeah, Findor. That's what I was thinking. I liked Hisagi in that one. It was just like a cool fight. The animation was cool. Um, yes, I know Helsing, Sacrificial Spaghetti, which by the way, great name. I'm pretty sure someone has recommended Helsing to me. Let me see if I wrote it down. Because I feel like Helsing is one of those shows. Yeah, Helsing is one of the shows that has been requested that I check out at some point. So I do have it on my list to get to at some point. I know a little bit about it, because Helsing is related to Dracula and vampires and stuff. Random or AMV random. New to the channel, is there a story behind my channel's name? Actually, sort of, yes. So it was I was taking it was in one of my drama classes, so I took theater throughout high school, and we had a unit about like radio. We had to do a radio show presentation, and the whole thing was that you had to be able to characterize with your voice and you couldn't like rely on your body language or facial expressions and stuff like that. And so we were all like in groups just deciding what our radio slash podcast thing would be. And we were just kind of like talking about ideas and stuff like that. And I said that if I actually ever started a podcast, I would name it The Antisocial Report. So that was my thing. And I was like, and it would just be about nerdy news. And it kind of developed into a bit of like a joke between me and my friends during theater, where if I had like a little piece of like nerdy news, it would be a antisocial report. And when it came to start my channel, I just kind of put it there as like a almost like a place marker. Like I just kind of put it there because I needed a name for my channel. And now I can never change it because it's become a thing. So that's the story. I wish there was some kind of inspirational, I don't know, story to like why that particular thing. But I went with Antisocial Planet because I wanted it to be, I don't know, I wanted it to be something bigger than just like one place or something, because you know YouTube is global. And I went Planet, I guess, because I really like space. I've always been fascinated with astronomy and space and, you know, sci-fi and stuff like that. So I liked the idea of it encompassing something bigger than just like a single place. I don't know how inspiring that is, but that's the story of the channel name. I dropped the lid for my bottle. Hold on. Because I don't trust myself not to like knock the table and have it go everywhere. Yes, Baragan, that's what I was thinking. Hachi versus Baragan. I actually really liked that one. I just like Baragan, like his design, but also like his power set. I found fascinating. Um, and Hachi's just like a sweetie. So it was nice to see him kind of be in serious fight mode for a little while. All of them would be like, Kyan, Kyan. I'm like, yeah, I remembered eventually. It was kind. I got there. It's been a long day, guys. That my brain is like not fully here. Um, what do I think will happen from now on in Bleach? And what do I want to be shown? Ooh, what do I think will happen? I honestly don't know. I'm I was like talking about this at the end of my reaction today where I was like, I don't know where this is going because we fought the captains, we fought Visored, we fought Urahara, so it's just basically like Ichigo. And I'm like, I don't really know where this is going anymore. Um I feel and I don't know what's gonna happen like after this because we spent so much time with Aizen and Arankar and stuff like that. I don't know what the last like arc is gonna be. At least that's been like animated so far, but um yeah, I really don't know, Emerald, what is gonna happen, which I think is like the allure of watching Bleach. I feel like earlier on I was like, oh, this will probably happen and this will happen. I was like, I don't have shonen works. And it surprised me so many times with like the direction that it chooses to go in that I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be some big epic action moment or if it's gonna be a more character driven moment. Um, I honestly couldn't tell you what I want to see though. Um, I'd like to see Ichigo master kind of all. I kind of like three parts of him. You know, he's kind of like human, Soul Reaper, Hollow. I'd like to see kind of those coming together in a more harmonious way because I feel like he needs to accept that those three aren't really three, they're one, they're just him. So I'd like to see him kind of deal with that. It looks like I'm kind of in the middle of him maybe sort of dealing with that, where I am currently in the show. I haven't seen anything past the episodes I posted today, so don't spoil anything. I haven't watched the end of the Arrancar arc yet. Um, I would also like to just see there's still some like character baggage I think that needs to be dealt with. Like Tatsuki is like back in the show and I'm like Ichigo really needs to like properly apologize to Tatsuki and like deal with that. And obviously we're gonna have to find out about like Ichigo's parents and like Ishin's story. I'd love to figure out Ishin's story and kind of like his history as a Soul Reaper and stuff like that. Um, but I don't know how much that's gonna be in the show, how much of that's gonna be like animated later or just like left in the manga. It's really hard for me to say because Bleach always kind of takes a bit of it's never like really far off from what I predict, but it's usually like a little bit off from what I expected. Except the backstory with Gin breaking my heart. I'm calling it now. Gin and Matsumoto, whatever that story is, I'm going to be crying and just know it. My podcast. I don't know if I could do a podcast. I don't know if I could do a news podcast. I'm honestly not up to date about basically anything in the world. I think everything can wait most of the time. It feels like it's been 2 years. It does feel like it's been a long time. I mean, 2021 has been a long year in general, but um, it's been many videos later. I feel like I'm a very different person than I was in my first few videos to now. And I feel like I've been through a lot. It's been a lot of Bleach episodes and going through like Ergo Proxy and now like Tower of God. I feel like I've been through a lot. Do I have a global audience now? I do. I have a global audience now, which is crazy to me. There are a lot of people from just sort of all over the place, which is fascinating to me. Um, I love being able to chat. I mean, some people I can only chat with in English, so I apologize, but there's a few people in France that I can communicate with because je parle français. So, but sometimes I feel bad if it's like a language I don't know. I know there's some people like who speak like German, um, Japanese. My Japanese is not very good. Uh, 日本語少し話せません, but not enough to fully communicate, so I feel bad about that. Do I enjoy music anime? I haven't really watched any music-centric anime. I like the music in anime. Um, I love music in general, though. I have a background in like music and music industry and stuff like that, like training in music and stuff like that. So I love music in general, which when I start reacting to like OSTs, y'all are gonna have to be ready for the intensity that is my musical like fan-ing because I'm gonna be all over the place. Oh, you thought I was like against the system because I'm like anti-society. I mean, I don't I purposely don't get on my soapbox about things, but um I I have gotten into some heated discussions about my differing thoughts about things before. Um Blur. Hi everyone, if you're not subscribed to Blur's new channel, go and do it. Okay, you can leave the stream right now. Go and subscribe to his channel because we need to support him. Um, Buddy Baron, hello, thank you for congratulations. Oh, I do 3 episodes again? I know, I can't remember how I have it set up. Sometimes I have 3 episodes. I know that there's only like 5 episodes left, I think, of the arc, so I have it. So I'm doing like 2 and 3 episodes. Yeah, I think I have 306 and 307, and then I have 308, 309, and 310 together. But I can change that if people want me to. Um, so that I do like 306, 307, 308, and then the last two. It doesn't matter to me. Um, but I can do that if you guys want me to. Hi, G in the book. I don't think I saw any of your comments earlier, so hello. Yeah, I'm not ahead, so I haven't seen anything past 302 that I posted today because I've been busy and I'm like recording and editing and posting stuff like all on the same day like a crazy person because that's what I have time for right now. What are my expectations for TOG at the moment? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm ahead. I am ahead on Tower of God. So I'm like a few chapters ahead of what's been published today, and I'm freaking out, and I don't want to talk about it because um I'm like going through it with Anak. If you know, you know, but I don't want to talk about it just in case there's anybody who doesn't want to get spoiled for stuff. So I'm like, I like figured it out like right before the reveal, and I was like, so I things are about to get crazy where I'm at on TOG. I honestly don't know where it's gonna go either because it kind of had like a normal format up to this point, and I feel like it's gonna derail because I feel like Baum's motivation is shifting. Like I feel like he isn't the same kind of single-minded like drive that he had before. So I feel like it's gonna shift in kind of how he um you know what he wants and how he's like navigating the tower, but we'll have to wait and see. Better to watch 308, 39, and 309 and 310. I mean, some people are saying 307 and 308 should be together, and some people are saying not so much. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll like I don't know. I'll put like a poll or something. We'll see what happens, and people can whatever gets the most votes. That's what I'll do because I haven't recorded it yet. So. Aw, thank you, Blur. Yes, celebrate Anti-Society for supporting me for a year now. I mean, I guess not a full year, but um, it's crazy to think that in a year there are like almost 600 people who are like regularly watching my videos. Like, if you told me that a year ago, I would have been like, no way, like, no way somebody cares that much. And honestly, did not expect to like meet so many wonderful people and just like who make me laugh all the time, like reading your guys' comments and like talking in the Discord. And even though it's been like I've had like a rough few months, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Some crazy stuff has happened in my personal life, and making videos and chatting with you guys has just been like highlight of some of my days because it just brings me so much happiness. So thank you guys so much for supporting and getting me to this 1 year anniversary of the channel, and here's to another year because there's no way I'm going anywhere. I won't cry, I swear I won't. But if you tell me not to cry, I'm gonna be thinking about it and then I will, Oscar. Don't do that to me. Um, it's another thing too. Country Silver brings up a good point. I'm gonna have to um just if I like figure out when I have time. Like if I don't have time to record 3 episodes tomorrow, then I'm not gonna be able to do like those 3 episodes together anyway. So I guess it'll depend on when I have time and how much I can do. I will try my best. So we'll see what happens. You'll get all the episodes regardless. Like it's not like you're gonna have to wait like weeks to get the episodes. It's gonna be like you might have to wait a day. Uh, Jane the Book, I am like so distraught about the fact that Aizen has been working on stuff with Ichigo probably since before he was born. I'm very distraught about it. Um, I feel like I don't really know how to process that fully yet. I feel like I'm super behind on the chat, which is a great problem to have. It's great that there are lots of people coming, spending time with me, even though it's a bit of a weird time. Jump Fest, that was it. That, thank you, Emerald. That was the thing that there's gonna be stuff about Bleach for which I can't watch, but I'm excited for you guys to get to see it. I'll get to see it eventually, I guess. Some of the stuff from it, but I have to wait just in case. I don't want to know what happens in the last arc. Um, Oh, thank you, AMV Random, for yeah. I'm doing all right. Honestly, I'm like, life's been rough, and I'm not gonna think too much about it because I don't want to get emotional. There's just like there's stuff I just can't talk about because it's not just my personal life. It's like my family and other people. So I'm not just gonna like randomly share it on the internet. Um, so I've been kind of like on and off posting. My upload schedule's been weird for like the last little bit because I've just like had stuff like today I had to like post this. I had to come live a bit later than I normally did because I just had to like spend the afternoon with my grandmother, and that's a good way to spend my afternoon anyway. So it's just been kind of weird to like deal with stuff and figure out how to schedule anything in my life because things just change really quickly. which is why I'm gonna be taking a break to just like take a breath and not have to like do anything. Um, I mean, not that I don't love making videos, but I would like to just like not have to do anything and not feel like obligated in any way. Just like spend time with my family and breathe and that kind of stuff. So thank goodness we have the like cute animal channel on Discord. Just highlight of our Discord. Brilliant idea for us to have that. It was not mine. So just such a good time. And the meme channel. The meme channel is pretty funny too. Yeah. And Oscar's derp faces. Here's to another year of derp faces. I love them. I love finding them. I'm not going to be editing as much come the new year, so I won't be able to find them while I'm editing anymore, Oscar. You'll have to do that yourself. maybe maybe I can ask my editor to look for them. I've already told her she's allowed to make fun of me all she wants, so sacrificial spaghetti, you mostly lurk. I mean, I also just like having conversations. I feel like there aren't a lot of people in my like direct life that are like big anime and comic book fans that I can like have really in-depth conversations, and I'm like, what about the philosophy though? Like I feel like I can't do that with a lot of people. So I like even that I find fun. Like I like having those really in-depth conversations about anime and comics and just like having fun with it. And I think also what let me just like compliment anti-society for a second. I love that we have like discussions in the Discord and people like will disagree about something, they'll have like a different opinion, and you guys are so good about like being mature about that, which is just amazing. Like you'll either like step away from the discussion if it like starts to become like an argument, or like someone else will step in and be like, hey, maybe you guys should like step away from this because it's getting like a little bit too intense. And like I've never felt like I have to, like maybe like a couple of times I've been kind of like, hey, maybe we should leave this, but then you guys just like let it go and you like move on. Like I've never had to like get into like a big heated moment where like I have to like shut down any kind of argument and stuff. And it's so nice. It's so nice to know that. And I've had people say like, oh, it's so nice to come to the Discord because it's so like there isn't any like toxicity and stuff like that. And that's like all you guys, just like coming in and having those really nice discussions. And if you disagree, then you disagree. A lot of the time you guys just kind of walk away from it and let people have their opinion. And I love that. I love that, that can be something that like gets really intense in the anime community. And sometimes it's not even about anime. It's like just about like other stuff because we kind of discuss about everything in the Discord. But you guys are so good about that. And I really, really appreciate it because, it would be so stressful to me if there was stuff like that. And I hope that I kind of portray the positivity that I want to, that, that kind of stuff isn't what I want in the Discord or in the comments or on my channel, like with anti-society at all. And I love that you guys just do a really good job of that, like without me having to be a part of it. And shout out to my mods. They're great. They're always on top of it. They help me out so much. And like when people have like requests for stuff, they're always on it. So just a lot of love for you guys. Anti-society, voice chat when? Honestly, I was thinking I might do more like little live things in the Discord because I feel like sometimes I'm just like sitting down and I'm like planning out like videos and like scheduling stuff, and I was like, I could just like be on like live in the Discord with you guys, and I could just be like, when I have a question about whether or not I should schedule something the way that I am, I could just ask instead of me like agonizing about whether or not that's how I should do something. So I might do that. I might just like hang out in the Discord more. I kind of come to YouTube because I feel like that's where most of anti-society is, but we can always just hang out in the Discord too. I guess I could do like live reactions to stuff there too, of like stuff that maybe isn't necessarily safe, from copyright gods on YouTube, and then just record it and like edit and post it later. So we could do more stuff on the Discord. I love hanging out there. I'm usually on my phone though when I'm on the Discord, honestly, or I'm like in the middle of working on something, but I'm like popping in to like comment with you guys. Aw, thank you guys. Thank you guys too, just in like in the chat, like saying nice things about, just like congratulating me and being like it's okay if I need time, because thank you, I do. But I'm also gonna be planning stuff. I want to like record some stuff ahead of time. When I'm not uploading for a week, I want it so that I can have stuff kind of batched, so that if my life continues to be madness, I know that I can like have stuff uploaded, especially since I'm going to be handing over editing to my editor. I gotta have stuff to them in advance, so she has lots of time to edit and doesn't have to stress and like try to schedule her life around uploads either. So I'll only be gone for a little while. I'll still be like answering comments and being in the Discord, and I'll probably be like posting some stuff in like the community tab and stuff like that. So I won't be like gone fully. I just won't be like trying to make videos. my dirt face is at my horror, like the horror on my face whenever Wonder Waste shrieks. Yes, ugh. I don't not my favorite thing. There's a lot about Wonder Waste that makes me very unsettled. Oh, sacrificial spaghetti get you started on philosophy? I love philosophy. I have like a book that just has like a bunch of um like like important philosophical writings of like they're organized though by like topic, so like what they're discussing and like having debates and stuff about, and it goes from like ancient like Greek philosophy all the way up to like modern, more contemporary stuff. And I honestly love that book. I go back to it all the time because I'm a nerd and that's the kind of thing I do for fun. I also read physics books for fun because I just think physics is neat. So if you ever want to talk philosophy, space, I'm here for it. Ooh, AMV, science, math, and Bleach. I love science. I'm not good at biology because I'm squeamish. But I'm big into like physics and astronomy and chemistry. So feel free. I'm good at math. I did math for my linguistics degree. So if you ever want to talk advanced functions and stuff, I got that knowledge. Yeah, Oscar and I have like had discussions about some people in the Discord. It's true though. I feel like maybe a part of me at the beginning of being YouTube, I was like, I never want to ban people, like I don't want to be like censoring people and stuff like that. And now I'm just like, be nice or leave. I feel like that's where I'm at. I'm like, and I haven't had to deal with like a lot of people um that fall into that, but sometimes like there'll be comments that get filtered out that are like have like inappropriate language and stuff, and I'm just like, okay, bye bye, you're not allowed on my channel, like. And it's just one of those things where like, yeah, like YouTube in general is like open to everybody, but like I'm allowed to kind of stand up for what I believe is like what I want to like put out into the world, and what I want to put out into the world is like respect and stuff like that. So um don't worry, we won't let any toxic people in. I'm like not afraid of telling people to go elsewhere. I'm sure they can find other places to be. Grammy! Hello! Oh, Oscar, you heard Frack's voice? They sound like me? Would they have a French accent though? Because they speak French. Yes, yes. There's also Robinson, who I speak with French all the time. Oh, Yamamoto's fight with Aizen and Wonder Waste was so cool. And I'm sad that like I didn't get more of that. You know, like the one time I wanted a more like drawn out fight. I want to learn more about Yamamoto so much. I don't know if I will. Like by the time I'm caught up to the story, or like I'll have to wait until the new episodes, or um like getting farther into the manga and stuff, but I definitely want to learn more about Yamamoto. I'm just pinning the comment that Oscar posted of the link to the Discord if anyone wants to join there. Um, Bleach Lore, am I going to be watching Burn the Witch? Yes, eventually. That'll be something that we do. Probably, I still have to watch. I have to watch filler stuff. I have to watch the films too for Bleach. So I don't know when I'll get to Burn the Witch, but it's not very long. So maybe I'll just like binge it, like binge reactions, and figure out when to post it. What was my first experience with anime? I guess it depends on what you count as anime, because this is kind of seasonal, I suppose, but the first Christmas present I ever got, I was not even a year old, was a stuffed Pikachu from my brother. So I have been an anime fan for so long, I don't even remember kind of the first episode of like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh or Beyblade that I watched. It's just kind of always been there. So I don't know that. I think my first experience with like anime that like I fully like was like proper anime, I guess. It wasn't like filtered through like North American censoring and changing and stuff like that, was Foma Alchemist. I don't remember which episode because it wasn't the first one, but my brother was watching it. I'm trying to remember exactly what episode it was. It might have been, it had to be in like the first like 10 episodes. Maybe it was the train one. In the 2003 show where they're on the train and they meet Hughes for the first time. That might have been the first like proper like anime I'd watched, and I remember just thinking it was so cool because it was so different from like cartoons that I knew. And yeah, it was just like I remember like I saw that episode and my brother and I was like, I need to know what the show is. And my brother had to give me he had like the like DVDs, but they came in like quarter sets. Like, you know, like it was like you'd have like parts of the season would come out on DVD. So I only had like the first like 10 episodes on like DVD. And or like 12, it might have been 12 on DVD, and I like made my brother like let me borrow them so I like binge through all of them, and I just thought it was crazy. And then I was like, I need more, and then that spiraled into me like watching like Cowboy Bebop and Cardcaptor Sakura and what else did I watch like earlier on? Tsubasa, Death Note, many years later, but I remember like watching that random episodes of that. So I don't really remember my like full first experience if we were talking about like Pokemon and stuff, but you don't have a head for physics, but you might have to get that title of the philosophy book I have. Gosh, I don't even know if it's like I have so many books. Like you guys probably don't know this. I own so many books. Um, I don't know. I don't think it's like I think I have like double layers of books on my shelf, and I think it's like buried behind other books, or it might be somewhere else. I don't think I have it anywhere like easy to access. It's like probably like at the bottom of a stack behind another stack of books. Um, enjoyed math when you were younger, Country Soba? I like didn't enjoy math. I mean, I guess I kind of enjoyed math because I was good at it and I liked something that was easy. Um, but I liked it in linguistics because it was a little bit more, I don't know, it felt more practical to me because I don't know, I could apply it to something as opposed to like the weird like the like story questions that you would get in math, and I was like, this is so unrealistic. Why are we talking about this? Who do I like more, Urkeora or Stark? I like. I think I like Urkeora more. Um, who do I think is stronger? That's kind of hard to gauge because Urkeora has the like second release, so it's a little bit weird to kind of measure them up. Because like if it had just been like the first release, I would say Stark was stronger, but I think Ukeora's second release might be stronger. I'm gonna get some more stuff but Yamamoto in Thousand Year Blood War. I feel like Thousand Year Blood War is gonna like wreck me emotionally. Which I mean Bleach does that anyway. But I feel like it's definitely gonna happen during that. I'm not ready. I feel like people I care about are gonna like characters that I really like are just gonna die, and I don't feel good about it. War is always a bad thing. Oh, Fract recorded how to pronounce your name in French in a French accent. Musquer. I have a Canadian French accent, so I probably would say it differently. Um, Uska, is that? I think I would pronounce the R like pretty prominently because in Canadian French, it's kind of like a, I don't know, R's are really intense in Canadian French. Movie one of Bleach is really good. It is. I've actually seen it. I've seen the first film. We watched it over on the Discord, so I have seen it. Um, and I cried. So I need to watch the other ones. Hi, 2 cents. Thank you. Certain congratulations. Um, have I ever played a Pokemon game? I have played so many Pokemon games. I love them. The first video game I ever owned was Pokemon Gold, but on the Game Boy Color because my brother got me a Game Boy Color because I wanted one so bad. And then I went to like a pawn shop and I bought Pokemon Gold, and it's just the nostalgia of that. But I had Pokemon Gold, I had Red, like on the Game Boy Color as well. I had Leaf Green. I skipped over like Ruby and Sapphire. Um, and then I went into like I didn't get like what Diamond and Pearl. Some of them I missed, but then I did Heart Gold because it was like gold but remade. Um, and I loved it. And I got Black version and Black version 2, and then I kind of stopped. But I love Pokemon games. I have like hundreds of hours on my Pokemon games. I love them. I love them so much. I like avoided getting Pokemon Go for so long because I was like, there's no way I can have Pokemon in my hand, like on my phone 24/7, and did not have it become an obsession of my life. So I love Pokemon games. Oh, do you guys remember the like the GameCube? the GameCube game with like the shadow Pokemon. I had that one too. It was so cool. Like the Shadow Lugia. I love Pokemon. I love the games so much. Like I have like a lot of nostalgia for the anime. I never understood the card game, but I love the Pokemon games. They're like my whole, like every Christmas basically for like a few years of my childhood, I would get a new Pokemon game. It was the best thing. I would just spend like all of my Christmas break on playing Pokemon. Your first anime was Doraemon? I've never heard of that. I don't know that one. Oh yeah, Javi, yeah, like where you'd get like the DVDs, you'd only have like the first few episodes. What a different time. Because you'd have to buy like on DVD or like you'd have to like catch episodes on TV. Like that was like how I had to watch anime. So it was like crazy. You just had to like buy whatever DVDs you can get a hold of. First experience with anime was Fujiki Yu. Uh, Comments are going too fast. Not counting Dragon Ball. I didn't get into Dragon Ball until a little bit later. Because it was on like Adult Swim, Toonami. It was on like it wasn't like regular cartoon airings like during the day. So it was only like if I could stay up late that I could watch Dragon Ball, which is why I haven't seen it in any like sequential order. I've just seen like random episodes. Who's my favorite Vizard? Oh, that's such a hard question. Because I feel like part of me probably I feel like Hachi. They're just like really sweet. They use like and I love keto. I just love it so much. So probably I feel like I should also say Lisa because everyone's like I look like Lisa, so I guess I should like represent. It's never it's never too late to watch Doraemon. I don't know what Doraemon is. Um Brandon, anyone still play Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't still play Yu-Gi-Oh, but I still have my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They're like right there. Like I can literally see where they are because I have a briefcase where I keep my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They're my favorite thing on the whole planet, and I'm never getting rid of them because I love Yu-Gi-Oh. I love playing it. I'm a huge fan of card games in general, like playing cards. When I used to do Magic, I used well not the card game Magic, but like Magic show stuff. I always used to do card tricks. I can't play Magic the Gathering because I know that I would get too much into it. I get too excited, so I don't go anywhere near it because it'll be my life and all of my money if I get into Magic the Gathering. But I love card games, so my Yu-Gi-Oh cards are still there, and they're like old. Like I only have up to like tuners. I don't play any. I don't know how any of the rules now, but I have a couple of games too where you can like play like duel people from like the show. Um, the server mom. I mean, me and VR are just like the parents of the server. We keep things clean. Um, oh, you like Emerald? You like Hoenn? I'm always Johto, and I think partly because my first game was in Johto, so I have like a soft spot for that. But also, I just love the Pokemon. Like that generation of Pokemon, I just love. Even though Eevee is like my favorite Pokemon on the planet. Pawn shops. I go to pawn shops and I get video games all the time. It was the best thing. Just like looking through the like buckets, or even like I'd go to like EB Games. I don't know if you guys have that where you are in the world, but there'd be like marked down buckets with like lots of games in them, and I just like go through them. Loved it. Detective Cohen. I haven't seen any of Detective Cohen either. That's like an old school one. I mean, I think it's still going, but I haven't seen any of it. Yeah, I used to play um Yu-Gi-Oh like at school. I used to just annihilate people at dueling. I was a good duelist by like third grade standards. Actually, I knew a guy um who like competed in like tournaments in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like he like won at dueling because I have the coolest friends on the planet. You bought a second Game Boy just so you could trade between them. I had a brother, so we would actually. So I had like leaf green and he had fire red, and like um I had gold and he had silver, and we did that so we could trade the Pokemon that we couldn't get. We like thought strategically. We were asking what games we wanted for like our birthday and Christmas and stuff. We were like, okay, which game are you getting? Which game am I getting? So that we can trade Pokemon. Um, anyone plays Clash Royale? I don't know what that is. So I do not play that. Maybe someone else does. Flame of Rekka? I don't know that either. Oh, you lost your red? I actually have two versions. I have two Pokemon Red games. I don't know why, but I have two of them. I love Visor too. They're such a cute family. Um, okay, so Doraemon is like about a cat, magical cat. I might know it if I saw like artwork from it. Um, I don't recognize the name though. You love that Lisa has no patience for Shinsui. I mean, he definitely has a type for people he wants for his lieutenants, and they are women with glasses who have no time for him, you know? Um, Shinsui's a Shinsui needs a caretaker though. He needs somebody who can keep him in line and focused. Oh, thank you for the congratulations. I can't read your name though. I'm sorry. I think it's is it Chinese? I want to say. I don't know any Chinese. I'm sorry. Except like a few words in Mandarin. Honestly, I don't. I agree. Lisa's attitude is great. I don't feel that bad that people compare me to her, except maybe her choices of literature might be questionable. Yeah, probably Devere. None of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards are probably. I could use them unless we were playing um like Battle City rules or something. Like it would have to be a special game. I like on wait. So this is where I keep my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'm like thinking about it now. I still have the Oh, I have some of my Pokemon cards. I didn't know that they were in here. I have some still. I didn't know that I kept any of them. Um, Ooh, Frack's birthday is in January and VR's is in February. Mine is in June. That's when my birthday is. So there'll be some time. Devere, yours is in July? Actually, my birthday is very close to when uh, the name anti-society became a thing. So I'm hoping that in June we can do like a fun. celebration of like Auntie Society's birthday and my birthday and have some fun videos going on. Excuse me while I look at my Pokemon, my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which are also here. Um, oh yeah, when you catch like the legendaries, you like have to save right before and you just like keep throwing Pokeballs at it, hoping for the best. But then when you get it, it's like the best thing on the planet. Oh no, your Pokemon Blue was stolen? That's the worst. I mean, Shinsumi just wants to like have a nice drink and lays about in the sun. I don't think he, yeah, I'm like, I agree to be. I don't think he would do much without his lieutenants. You wouldn't judge me even if I did have the same taste in reading as Lisa. I mean, I'm not judging her either. I'm just saying that, like, I wouldn't, that's not my choice of reading. That's like where our personalities diverge a little bit. But she can read whatever she wants. I mean, to each their own. Who am I to judge? I'm more like, Nano? Isn't that like his current lieutenant? She likes books too. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh is really hard now. I've like sometimes I look it up and I'm like look at all the new rules and I'm just like I don't understand any of this. I grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh when it didn't have rules. It was like you can't attack me because I've flooded the stadium and stuff like that. So it's weird to see like other people um like the rules now where there's like so many different levels to it and I'm just like I don't know what this means. Like new types of summoning stuff. Gemini? I'm not a Gemini. Um I'm very close to being a Gemini, but I'm actually a Cancer. Ooh, do I have a pot of green? I found my jar of green in this deck. Wasn't like what's the one where you can like resurrect? Yeah, Monster Reborn, isn't this band too? Yeah, the anime is super censored outside of Japan. Season 0 is really good of Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually, where it's just like they play lots of different games. It's not just like a card game. I'm more like Momo demeanor. I mean, I guess it depends on how nice you are. I feel like I was with like Shinsui and he was like sometimes would like kind of give me like a little bit of a hard time. I feel like I would call him out for it. But as it is, I am small and not good at fighting. Ugh. I think I lost my stream there for a second. Hi, Sung Jipwoo, which I know your name is a connection to Solo Leveling, I think now. Because Sung Jinwoo. Hello. Perhaps more like Rukia minus the violence. I mean, we're both small. I mean, I used to get into the occasional fight, but I don't anymore. I'm sure if I was hundreds of years old, I certainly wouldn't have time for fights. I feel like now that we've talked about Yu-Gi-Oh, I want to like duel one of you guys. In the you know you can like duel online. I'm like too afraid to like have that be part of my life to be able to duel like online against people. I mean, there like yeah, like there's things where like Yu-Gi-Oh used to kind of be like Magic the Gathering, but for like younger people. So it had like some similarities. Like you kind of get it like where there would be like type advantages and stuff like that, like there were earlier on. Um, because that's like totally a magic thing. So it was a little bit more fantasy based. Oh, sacrificial spaghetti, are you also Cancer? Is Ichigo Cancer? I can't remember when his birthday is. Um, ASMR. I gotta get back into movie reactions. I didn't do one. I haven't done one in a while. But it takes time. So I just have to, I'm gonna wait until I have time. I'm Aizen. Yes, the moment I remove the glasses, my eyes change color. Except that you've seen me without glasses. Yeah, Lisa definitely has like when she like met him again after like 100 years, her reaction was to just like smack him around. Oh, you almost know nothing about astrological signs. I don't really know anything about them either, to be honest. Um, I don't know if I buy into the whole you have certain attributes because you were born in a certain place at a certain time thing. Maybe I'm just like independent. I like to think that I I am who I am regardless of that because I didn't have any say in when I was born. But I know that Cancer is like maternal, like they're very like moody and uh like to take care of people and I'm like fair enough, but I don't like you calling me out on it. Do I play chess? I haven't played chess in a long time, Oscar. I used to be in chess club. I know that might be hard to believe because I am such a cool and hip person. But I did used to be in chess club. I competed in like chess tournaments. I don't think I was ever very good. I'm not good at like the memorize. I mean, maybe I'd be okay at memorizing the patterns now and like thinking ahead, but I was a little more impulsive as a kid. So I don't think I was very good at it. I was just playing against other kids who were also not very good at it. Um, Astronomy over astrology. I mean, you can believe in astrology if you want to. I like astronomy. Astrology is fine. I don't know. I'm not gonna tell people what they can and cannot believe in. I think if uh, astrology brings you joy, go for it. Existential Auntie. I mean, I am very existential. I used to say very like existential things at work, and my coworkers would just kind of like look at me, and I'm like, just trying to keep things, leveled out. I've always been very existential though. I feel like I spend a lot of time in my head and I just think about a lot of things. I mean, probably a lot of that is like anxiety and like obsessive tendencies, but I think also part of it is just like curiosity and I like to question things. So I do get quite existential. Especially as it gets later here. As it goes farther into the night, I'm sure I'll become more and more existential. Crunchy Soba, you're Sagittarius. Ooh. I don't know anything about like the other signs. I only know a little bit about Cancer because that's mine. And a little bit about Gemini because apparently I have like some Gemini because I'm like close to I don't know. Other people tell me things. Stubborn, blunt. I can be pretty blunt too. I think I try to be nicer now than I used to. Um, was my what? What was my rating? I have no idea. Oscar, I was not good at chess. If this is still about chess, I was not good. I just played and had fun, but I wasn't good at it. It was years ago too. I was like really young. It was um before I went into like theater and stuff. I was much better at theater than I was at chess. So I chose that path, theater and music and performance and stuff. I feel like a chess game between Urahara and Aizen Devere would just be so beyond me. Like I would have, you know, like the like multi-level chess boards. I feel like they would be like that, and it would just I wouldn't understand at all. Oh, see, that's the other thing, Brandon, with Yu-Gi-Oh! I love Egyptian mythology and like history and stuff like that. I always have. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like the best because I was all about that. I don't even remember like why. I don't remember when I got interested in Egyptian mythology and where it started and why I was so obsessed, but I absolutely loved it. I used to know like some hieroglyphics and stuff, but it's not in my head anymore. Ooh, Sacrificial Spaghetti, you won third place in chess club tournament. I don't think I ever won. I might have. I'd have to like go through my old awards and stuff and see if I have a chess one. I might have just gotten like a participation one, like when I got a sportsmanship award when in gym, which was just like you showed up and you weren't mean to people. They had to give like everybody an award, so I got sportsmanship because that's how much I contributed to gym. I mean, yeah, I get beliefs can start wars, but I feel like beliefs themselves don't start wars. I feel like disrespecting people's beliefs start wars. I mean, sometimes I guess people might fall back on their beliefs to justify conflict, but I don't think beliefs in and of themselves start wars. I don't know if astrology has ever done that. How do I deal with people trying to force their religion on me? I don't I don't have that a lot. I usually have discussions with people about their religions. I love hearing people talk about them and like learning about them and going into the finer details of them. But I've never had someone like really try to convince me of their religion. I think I usually just I show interest and they're either nice and respectful about just kind of chatting about it, or they're mean and I just walk away because I don't have time for that. I gotta be honest. I'm a pretty like I said I like to be nice, but I'm a pretty blunt and straightforward person. So um, if someone really tries to force me to believe in that, I mean, you can't force someone to believe in something. That like entirely goes against what belief is. So just walk away, I guess. I'm not a conflict person So there's just some people that you don't need to put up with in your life, and if you do, then you're just gonna have to tell them not interested and shut the conversation down. That would be my advice, which maybe not be applicable to most circumstances, but um astrology, yeah, is kind of harmless. I agree. I don't think anything super bad has ever happened because of astrology. I was gonna say spirituality in general, but I don't know. Spirituality is like a big umbrella term, and it can get a little convoluted what exactly falls into that. Uh, Java, you started to get into mythology because you studied Greek in high school. That's cool. I did a project on Greek, like modern Athenian Greek, which was a heck of a ride trying to figure out how that language worked on like a technical, mathematical level. Um, I do know quite a bit about Greek mythology because I quite like it, but it doesn't have the same place in my heart as Egyptian. I like a lot of like folklore as well that is just kind of living in my head. Oh, we're still talking about Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn is great. I'm keeping mine. It's like really old and beat up, and like there's like where like all of the like print has come off like along the edges, but I'm keeping it forever. Aquarius, yeah, we had Aries for Oscar, Aquarius for Javi. I don't know what any of the other signs mean. So, like, you couldn't find a derp face for July or Judy. Um, she's just too good, you know? She always looks amazing. That's why. Carol and Tuesday is one of the most amazing musicals, amazing musical based anime. I don't know those. I think I might have heard of it actually. It sounds a little bit familiar. Um, yeah, if anyone wants me to watch a musical anime, let me know. I think the closest I've gotten is Zombieland Saga, which is like an idol anime technically, but I'm there for the comedy. I haven't watched the second season. I really should. Yeah, never good to force things on anybody. I like honestly, I don't have the energy. Like, if people want to like something that I don't like, or they're not interested in a thing that I like, I don't have the energy to force anybody to be interested in it. They either are or they aren't, and I just move on with my life. Unless it's like legitimately harming somebody, let them be, you know? I'll defend someone who's like being harmed in some way, but other than that, I'm like, I don't have the energy to deal with you. Will I delete the Sim Society channel? I mean, I like barely look at it because I'm not interested in it anyway. I don't even want the Sim channel to be honest. I'm not interested in it, so I mean, it wouldn't break my heart if I deleted it. What do I think are the biggest problems humanity has to solve if we want to survive? That's such a big philosophical and existential question. I mean, I think like a lot of our problems with humanity can be solved with compassion. Like I feel like a lot of it is just us like like intentionally labeling groups of people as other so that we can justify being awful people. And I never understood that logic. I mean, I understand it if like you're just trying to justify being awful to somebody, but I think if you like, and it's never like justified. It's never like, oh, I'm in the right to be able to do this. I'm like, no, you're always in the wrong because you had to come up with an excuse for it. Like, you're always a bad person. It doesn't matter who you're hurting. You're hurting someone, and that makes you a bad person, regardless of like the moral integrity of the person you are hurting. So I feel like compassion might be something that we all need to aspire better to. Uh, Scar from Lion King and Tin Man and the Wizard of Oz were your drama club moments. I only got to be in one musical. Um, I got to be in Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, and I was drunk person in back of Casino, which made my mother very proud. So that was the only musical I got to be in. All my other plays are mostly Shakespeare. So I did, as in Romeo and Juliet, I was in Much Ado About Nothing, I was in A Midsummer Night's Dream. I did like like little monologues from Shakespeare. I did a lot of improv, commedia dell'arte, and pantomime and stuff like that. So I did mostly like skit and improv comedy stuff as opposed to full plays in my theater career, because I prefer working by the seat of my pants off script. So God of War is amazing. I've heard of God of War. I've heard good things from it, but I now sit like L. I can't put my other knee up because I'll hit my mic stand, but I do sit like L all the time. My friends used to make fun of me because I would sit like that, and during like exams and final season, I would always have like sugary food because I would just like be trying to like survive on the sugar high. So I would just be like sitting like L, like eating like cookies and stuff, and they were like, "Oh, she's taken L form." Monster Boy retrieves a monster by killing your friendship. I mean, it's true. I feel like, I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh is probably one of the least confrontational card games. We all know Uno is the ultimate card game to end all friendships because everyone is a little bit evil when we play Uno. I love like card games and board games, and this is just making me want to play them, but I don't have enough friends. I don't have enough friends that live like in Canada. They're all over the place. They're in different time zones, and it's too hard to figure out. Oh, Kenshin astrology is harmless now, did a lot of damage in medieval and ancient times. I mean, I believe that. I feel like it would have more power as opposed to like that little column in the newspapers, tabloids and stuff that it is now. Um, I'm sure that it would, like people like reading stars and making predictions about people's personalities and stuff like that. Um, but I mean, now it doesn't seem to, it's just like a fun, nice thing that people do to comfort them or give them some kind of guidance. So, AMV people laugh at you because you prefer Bleach over One Piece. I haven't seen One Piece, so I also prefer Bleach over One Piece until further notice. Um, One Piece does have pirates in it though, which is a very convincing factor for me. Um, Not that I don't love the whole samurai thing that Bleach has got going on, but I do love pirates. What is my favorite Kampachi fight? Hmm. I feel like I have a soft spot for like the one against Ichigo because that was kind of like the beginning, and it's like it's so like ingrained in my brain. And it was like when we first kind of saw like the like murderous intent kind of like almost like forming and stuff. Like I just like I remember the scene that I used it for like my thumbnail because it was like such an amazing like moment. But when Ichigo has like all the skeletons like latching onto him and he's like trying to run away from it, that's just like such an amazing visual for that I feel like I have a soft spot for that one. Do I think we'd be able to regain our advanced technology if we ever have a nuclear war and somehow get near extinction? Um, Depends, I think. I think we probably get to some similar level. It probably wouldn't be the same because we would evolve in a different way, but I think probably we would get somewhere close, if not better, because we wouldn't be starting at the beginning. We'd still have like knowledge and you know, we wouldn't have to imagine all of these things from scratch. We'd have an idea of like the technology that we have the potential of making. Um, so maybe in a different way. Hey, Gonji Soba, compassion. Both of us thinking that. I just noticed that I've been talking for like almost 2 hours and I like asked you guys if you want to do specific things and I haven't done any of them. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for anyone who suggested something for this. And I'm just sitting here chatting with you guys because I'm having so much fun. I wrote down all of it. So maybe I'll do some fun videos, like short videos. Just like, you know, put those out there as a fun thing to do. Um, do I have any opinion on using nuclear energy to produce electricity? You're like hitting me with all of the big questions. I think, I mean, if I can stand on my soapbox for a second, I am like against nuclear anything, really. I think it's terrifying. I think it's not a power that any of us should have. Um, it just it makes me uncomfortable in general. That being said, I also know that nuclear energy is like real good at making energy. Um, but I have a lot of opinions about how we produce energy anyway, and I'm not gonna go on my green energy spiel here, but I do have a lot of opinions about it. I've written multiple papers, like for school projects about like environmental activism and stuff, so I won't do that here. Class wars feel like the biggest problem we're facing. Yeah, class wars are a big thing too. But I think like compassion would still work with that. Maybe compassion is a bit of a cop-out. I have a lot of opinions about how to fix the problems of the world. And I feel like I don't want to like go into a huge conversation about that. But I do feel strongly about them. I just it's easy to feel helpless in the face of it sometimes. But if you ever want me to go on a huge rant about world issues, I took a whole class on world issues. So, boy, do I have opinions. Yeah, sacrificial spaghetti. You don't have any friends in your state? Yeah, like I don't have any friends in my country except for like a couple. And even they don't like live close enough. Canada's a big country. So I'm also like really competitive, so I'm a little bit mean playing games sometimes. It can go, I'm either like fine or I'm a really bad person. So I have to choose wisely who I play games with. Um, in your middle school, the drama club made a Matrix based play and made you play Nero. That does sound not great. Especially since like the world building is such an important thing to Matrix, so like trying to replicate that for like a school play would probably not go well. Did I know that the top 8 richest people in the world have more money than uh the the 3.6 billion, I'm assuming, poorest people? Yeah. Don't get me started on. I mean, money, I don't know. I don't understand. There's so much about money that I don't get. It just doesn't compute in my brain. Um, I don't know. So it's one of those things where if I had like even I don't know, like if I had even like $100,000, like I was making like 3 figures a year, I wouldn't know what to do with it. What do you do with that kind of money? I don't need that. So I don't understand people who have like billions of dollars. Just like, what do you do? I mean, I know most like a lot of it isn't like cash, it's like assets, but still. Mhm. Which dirt face was my favorite? I have no idea, Oscar. I'd have to see them. I guess I'd have to, maybe that'll be like a tier list that I do at some point. Ooh, we could end up like those cave people in Ergo Proxy. Good point, Brandon. If we had like full on nuclear war. Oof. Which group was scarier as antagonists, the captains or the Espada? Definitely the Espada, because the captains like weren't trying to kill anybody, really. I mean, Mayuri probably was, but Mayuri and Kampachi probably, but most of the time the captains weren't trying to kill anybody, whereas like the Espada definitely were. Oh, good night, Javi. You're probably already gone, but good night. Um, I'm gonna have to leave soon too, guys. So a couple more minutes, then I have to leave because it's nighttime and I'm tired and I have stuff to do still. So last few questions. Yeah, we need awareness and emotional awareness and empathy. I agree. I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm too emotional of a person, like I empathize too much. And then I'm like, why is that a bad thing though? I feel like that is not something that I should be hard on myself about. And I'm trying to be better about that. I feel like for a long time I tried to like not let my emotions get the better of me because it was kind of like a weakness in a way, like in my brain. And now I'm just like, I'm gonna cry if I need to cry. I'm gonna do what I want. Just feel things and be honest about the fact that I feel things and just let it be what it is. Um, da, da, da. Oh, sacrificial spaghetti, you're like competitive too? Yeah, I'm so competitive. I'm like mean. I'm a mean person. Never play Mario Party with me. Just, I'm awful. And I tell people and I warn them and they don't believe me and then they play games with me and they're like, wow, you're awful. I'm like, I know. I'm scary. Which is why I didn't play sports as like a kid. I was just, ain't no way. Ain't no way I could play a game where I could like tackle people or like had to like throw like balls in the direction of somebody and like not end up just like being awful to somebody. Like you quit the drama club because of the Matrix? I mean, fair enough. Blur, you're still here, lurking? Never had much money growing up. Yeah, like I didn't have much money growing up either. Um, but like I don't know, I feel like money is only a placeholder for like exchanging effort for value, and I just don't understand like saving a bunch of it. Like I understand like saving some of it because obviously you want to like make sure that you're okay, but I don't know. Money is meant to be spent. And and I also feel like I grew up in a family where like if you happen to have more than others, you shared. And that was just like the way, that was just like the people I was around. So I feel like if I did have more money than I like immediately needed, I would not keep it. um, I'm gonna have to leave soon, so I'm gonna start saying my goodbyes because if I keep like reading comments and questions, I'm just gonna keep saying here and talking to you guys because I love it. But it's late for me here, and I've had a crazy day, and I have more stuff to do tomorrow. So I'm gonna have to say goodbye to you guys. I'm sorry I didn't do any of the stuff that you recommended for me to do. I got caught up in just chatting, um, having too much fun. Just like I feel like I haven't done a live in so long, which is ridiculous because it hasn't been that long. But and like it's not like I don't talk to you guys in comments and Discord and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like it's been a while and I just like having fun talking with you guys. So thank you to all of you guys for coming, hanging out with me, celebrating 1 year on YouTube, which is crazy to my brain, and I don't think it's fully like sunk in yet. Um, Lots of fun stuff coming in the new year. Uh, Anyone who didn't catch it at the beginning, I am taking the last week off from December 25th to the 31st. So I'll post something about that, like community tab and stuff, so that everyone knows that is happening, so you don't like wonder where I've gone. So yeah, fun time talking with you guys. Good night or good morning if it's super early like it is for Devere. See you guys. I mean, tomorrow hopefully there'll be a Bleach video tomorrow for you guys. I don't know if it'll be 3 episodes or 2 episodes. It'll depend on how much time I have. And I'm always in the Discord and in comments and stuff like that. So we'll see you guys soon. Live reaction for Bleach. I wish I could. I don't know how well it would work. Honestly, that'd be so long. That's like a bunch of episodes. 3 episodes. That'd be a really long live stream to be watching stuff, and I don't trust my internet. I think it was doing okay this time though. But yes, stop by the Discord. I pinned the Discord comment if you want to come and chat. I'll probably do some I should do like some more like voice chats or like video chats or whatever over there. I always just kind of like do the message, like text message stuff, but I never just like do that. But yeah, Discord, especially if you guys have like videos or requests that you want me to check out, there's a request tab there, so that's the best one. So if you guys want me to check out like any I know that someone said like doing like funny like compilations, like anime video compilation stuff. I think it was VR games. Might be wrong though. Suggested that I do some of that. So if you guys have any of those videos that you want me to see, it'd be nice if you could drop the links to those in the Discord, because that's be the easiest way for me to like know exactly what video you guys want. Um, and yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Hopefully tomorrow you'll see my video if I'm not like super busy, but we'll see. And you're gonna go and enjoy one of the videos I posted today. So you guys got some extra Bleach episodes today. So I will leave you. Good night, and I will see you soon.